The new rich are building an online business in any time zone. I've opened this laptop while spending a summer in Italy or walking the streets in Thailand. Let's take it back to 2022. I searched day in and day out to find something, literally anything, to fund my dream life of traveling the world. But there was a problem. I had little to no money, very few skills, and no knowledge on what I was doing. Every day I saw people online living their dream life around the world, and I would always say to myself, what are they doing for a living? And then I realized I need to find a business that pays me on any time zone, regardless if I open this laptop on a daily basis or not. And I found it. The idea of earning a living while being tied to one location was death by 1,000 cuts to me. I dreaded it. So I knew I needed a way out, but not just any way out. It had to require no prior experience in making money online and a clear step-by-step process to follow. So after I searched for years to find a one-way ticket around the world, you're here to find it just today. Let's get into it. So instead of giving you just a ton of definitions and tell you how to do it and tell you can make millions of dollars from this, that is nonsense. We're gonna actually dive right into it and show you a real life example of how you can make money with this online business right here and right now. And this way of making money or this online business is literally selling on Amazon, but not as a side hustle, but turning it into a 6 or 7 figure business that runs on a 24-hour clock. So what you're seeing here is an Amazon listing, right? I'm sure every single person in the world has seen an Amazon listing by now. They see all the details, what the product is, what all the information is. But what most people don't understand is that there are actually 60% of Amazon's entire business, the entire marketplace, is done by third-party sellers, people like me and you, literally just buying and reselling these products, buying these products from everyday retailers. And take it for this. I don't own this brand, Priex. I didn't make a trademark. I didn't make a label. I didn't do any advertising. I don't have a website. I don't have any of that. All I'm doing is buying this product from an everyday retailer and reselling it on Amazon for a profitable cost. So let's talk about it and let's go through it step by step. What you're gonna see me use here is these two softwares that are basically like non-negotiables when it comes to actually selling on this platform. And it's really simple. By the end of this video, when I break it down, you're gonna have a clear understanding of what both softwares mean, how the entire process works, and literally just a selling account away from starting to generate an income, okay? So this first software is called SellerAmp, and the second one here at the bottom is called Keepa. And I know there's a lot of colors and charts going on, but it is so simple, all right? So let's break it down. I'm gonna start here with this bottom chart called Keepa. Now, this chart here is gonna tell me everything I ever need to know about this product and whether we should buy it or not. Because that's the big question when it comes to selling products on any marketplace, but especially with Amazon. How do I know what to sell? And it's not about following the trends or the good hot products, right, that exist out there in the world. It's about looking at the data, and the data literally tells you thumbs up or thumbs down, okay? So this first chart, walk it through, means the price, okay? Basically, there's a bunch of sellers on this listing, people like you, I, your cousin, Aunt Sally, whatever it may be. We're all selling this product. And this is gonna tell me what the price of this product is over the course of the last 3 months. Now, if I wanted to open up this chart a little bit, I can go to 1 year, and if even better, I can go to 3,000 days, where it gives me all the data I need to know so I can make a proper decision on whether it's a good product to make money on and whether it's a bad product to make money on, okay? Now, that's gonna tell me the price and what the price is at a constant basis, okay? And even better, if you zoom in here a little bit, you're gonna see these names attached to the price. You can see here, I can't really pronounce this one, but this name here, Ticket to Deals, right? That's a regular third-party seller. Anybody, could be literally anywhere in the world, who's buying this product as inventory, sending it to Amazon and reselling the product and getting sales, okay? And now, if I just run my cursor from right to left, you're gonna see all these names change to just new third-party sellers who are also doing this business model and creating a really good income or business, side hustle, whatever you want it to be, out of this. Most people obviously create it into a real business, but there's so many opportunities here, so many different sellers taking advantage of this, okay? Now, this middle chart here is gonna tell me how many times this product actually sells every single month. And right now you can tell it's at 200 monthly sold. It says it right here. But we don't just have to go off of this. All you have to do is look at when it went to 100 monthly sold, 200 monthly sold. If I go back in August, it's back at 100. Then if I go up into the 1 year chart, it goes back down to 100, back up to 200. So you can literally time how much inventory you want to buy to basically sell the right amount of inventory on this particular listing. And again, this software kind of gives it all the information to you. It's not about following the trend, because I know this product sells 100 units per month every single month, literally for the past 14 or 15 months. So, or even, 2 years. So I don't have to worry about not having demand or having too much demand, whatever it may be. It's all right in front of me. Now, the best part of this chart is literally the last one. So this last third criteria, I guess you can call it, little court right here, where this tells us all the other sellers on the listing. So I promise you guys that there's other sellers who sell this product, and you're gonna see like a little chart that goes up and down like a line graph. And this is just sellers who are coming in stock when they buy inventory, and then when they're coming out of stock, they sell out their inventory, and the chart goes down, right? And over the course of the 3 months, it stays fairly stable, and that's kind of what we wanna see, just healthy competition. But if I open it up to 1 year, you can see there was more sellers here in the past. This was around March of 2025, and now it's a bit lower. If I open it up to 3 years, there was no demand or no sellers here a few years ago, so it's not really relevant. But what we really want to look at is the past 3 months, and then here and there we can look at the past year chart to see the demand. All right, so now that's the first breakdown on whether we can decide if it's a good product or not, because all we're looking for is consistency. We want to have a good price that stays there, we want to have a good amount of sales every month that stays there, and then we want to have good seller count, which means other competition to compete on this listing that stays there. Okay, now that we have this down, let's jump into the second software, because this is how we actually calculate how much money we want to make. Because when we sell a product on Amazon, we actually want to make money, right? And Amazon has to take their fees and a little bit of a referral fee and a little bit of a fulfillment fee, because they do all of the work for us. We're just basically buying, shipping to them, selling, and making the money, right? But the way to calculate these profits here is literally, it's a plug and play calculator where Amazon is incorporated with this tool, and all of their fees, shipping fees, storage fees, inbound fees, whatever fees that you might think exist when it comes to selling on Amazon are on this platform, okay, on this software. So if you type in a number here, let's say if we buy this product for $30 from a supplier, then we would make $7 profit and 24% ROI. Pretty easy to read, because we can just continue to change these numbers, play around with it, and see different numbers pop up, right? And again, this software, just like the other one, tells us how many times a month it sells, tells us what price we should buy it for. It tells us everything we need to know right in front of us without us having to do math, sit on a calculator all day, and kind of drive ourselves crazy. Now, the most important part of this all is, where do we actually buy the product for? And again, I wanted to show you guys a live example right in front of you, so you don't have to just think, oh yeah, it's great, that's a great product to buy. And if you do the math on it, right, 200 times a month, and if you buy it for, $28 and it sells 200 times a month, you're gonna make, zoom in here, $1,800 a month and $13,000 a month in revenue. That's great, right? But how do you actually put it into a real life perspective, and how does it actually work? Because again, not every seller is going to get 200 sales per month in this listing, right? There's this entire listing sells 200 times a month, but there's 14 sellers. Maybe 2 or 3 of us are always priced competitively. So maybe I get 50, maybe I get 60, whatever it may be. 5,000 would be great, but 60 or 50, so I make $500 profit, which is still a great number. But how do we actually put this into a reality? So right here, I'm on pryxhome.com, which is literally the brand, the website of this company, okay, called Pryx. And what they're doing here is advertising this product for $31.80. So again, you're seeing that right. If you're going to buy these products on Amazon, you're paying over double by buying it from Amazon and paying for their speed, their customer service, whatever it may be. So it's unbelievable to see how many people, considering there's 200 sales per month, that are actually buying it from here when they could just buy it from Pryx for half the cost. But this is hundreds of millions of listings on Amazon that are happening right now every single day. This is not the only one. There's millions of them out there, and there's why there's third-party sellers who are taking advantage of it. So now, let's talk about the price a little bit, because the price being advertised is $31.80. But you can see here, if I scroll down, they have a discount running where it says get more, save more. So if you buy 4 units, which of course we want to buy 4 units, because let's say, for example, maybe we can sell 40 or 50 units per month, we'll say 50, then we want to try to get all the inventory to get up to 50 sales per month. So we want to try to buy this as many times as we can possible. So if we buy 4 and we get a discount, it costs us $25.44. And just so you guys know, I'm going to take it all the way to the checkout page, so you know there's no extra fees or anything like that. Now, most states, if you're in the US, will have sales tax, but when you ship a product to a prep center, which does all of the prep work for you, I have tons of videos on that, and then they ship the product to Amazon, so that way you never have to touch it, you never have to package a box. They have sales tax free, so you actually don't have to pay sales tax, and as long as shipping is free, then it's free, okay? So there's no extra fees or anything like that. So you can tell here, the subtotal, if I add 20 units to the cart, it's gonna be, or 8 units to the cart, it's gonna be $203.52 with $12.92 in taxes. Again, like I said, you can get these fees wiped, but if you ship the product to your house and you live in a state that pays sales tax, there's only 5 that don't in the US, then it's $216.44. And if we do a little bit of math on that, 216 for all of them, divided by 8, okay, let's see what the price would be per unit. 216 divided by 8. Let's do the math here. $27. You're literally making $10 profit and 38% ROI on every single unit that you sell of this product. And if you can buy 50 units or so, you're doing pretty good for yourself, because I'm going here down to the bottom of this calculator, which spits out the numbers for us. And it tells me if I sell 50 units, I make $3,300 in revenue and $512 in profit after all the fees. And to prove it to you, here are all the fees right here from Amazon. The referral fee, which is $9.90. $9.78 for Amazon's FBA fee, basically doing all the work for us, packaging, picking it, and sending it over to the customer. And then there's a little bit of a prep fee, which is the prep center that does all of the packaging to Amazon for us. And we have some inbound shipping fee. We have to pay fees to ship it into Amazon's fulfillment center for every unit. And that's it. All of the fees here. After all the fees, we're making almost $11 per product, or we'll call it $10, and you can sell this on a month-over-month basis. And like I showed you guys, it's very consistent on the price, very consistent on everything, and it's a there's not too much other complicated stuff other than this, right? I can't explain it in many other ways. Of course, there's kind of logistics involved with like understanding how to ship your products into a prep center, then how to track your product at Amazon, how to change the price of the product, right? There's little details like that, but all of those questions can be answered. As far as the basis of how Amazon works, this is how it is. Selling name branded products that already have marketing, already have traction, and you're just taking advantage of the pricing difference that we're looking at right here. Buying for 27, selling it for a higher price. And this is how the majority, 60% of Amazon's business is done on the marketplace. It's literally incredible. All right. So there it goes with literally the best business model to run while traveling. Like I mentioned, I've been traveling the world for the past 3 years while doing Amazon FBA full time. And this marketplace, as you guys know, is never closed. It's open 24/7, and customers can come on here and buy. So whether you're spending the days, exploring, whether you're spending the days, at the beach or hiking, whatever it may be, you're going to continue to collect sales once you build a really cool business out of this and sell more products and build a bigger catalog. So there it is. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. I'm going to have pretty cool travel videos with Amazon coming up at the end of the year, heading to Tokyo, heading to the Philippines, and Thailand, where I'm going to continue to document my journey as traveling and selling on Amazon full time. I have some cool cinematic videos coming up, and it's going to be a really cool put together of everything. So there we go. Hope you guys liked the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.